Hello everyone. My name is Sandra Harika and I will be talking about a company I used to work at. Many managers and leaders nowadays are challenged by numerous issues that arise, and knowing how to manage effectively is a truly complex task. I will discuss and analyze some of the issues that my company faced and will then provide a plan to solve these issues by introducing some change into the management style of the company. Q Design is an architectural firm headquartered in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, and has a branch in Egypt. It covers the architectural, engineering, and interior design needs of any firm in many sectors, including corporate and commercial. Like any other company, Q Design has been through many organizational issues. We will be reviewing the cultural environment of the company, as well as the motivational and communication environment. The company's workforce was composed mainly of males. 70% were Lebanese and the rest Asian from the Philippines. A more inclusive environment will definitely make it more competitive, creative, and flexible. New employees didn't go on orientation sessions or introduction meetings. Socialization was definitely lacking, and a lot of pressure was put daily to meet deadlines. The company adopted Taylor's concept of scientific management by focusing on output maximization and neglecting employees' needs and attitudes. Working hours were long and not flexible, causing stress to meet the balance between work and life. No mentoring, training programs, or events were in place. A culture of fear was established. Positive, safe culture need to be installed in the company, and managers should treat employees as assets. Training, development, mentoring, and socialization should always be present, and feedback should be given regularly to employees. Motivation is one of the main factors that leads to high individual and organizational performance. Knowing what motivates people requires efforts from managers, especially in highly inclusive environments. In the firm I worked for, the expectancy theory for motivation was applied. My manager tried to match the task to the qualifications of the employees, and in return they expected a reward for their performance. There were mainly bonuses, promotions, and flexible day offs. Yet management didn't ask employees what they would prefer, so motivation wasn't always effective. The equity theory was hard to apply in my company, since rewards mainly were pay raises whose amount weren't publicly declared, making comparison difficult to make. The company should have worked more on its goal-setting theory, since setting clear goals would lead to higher performance and more satisfaction. Yet my manager during any project briefing used to be too general, making the desired result too ambiguous and harder to understand and reach. People are motivated by their needs, which are arranged into hierarchy according to Maslow, aiming to attain their lower-level needs before moving to the higher-level ones. On the other hand, Herzberg's theory stresses on two factors that are necessary to keep employees motivated. Hygiene factors essential to be present in order not to cause dissatisfaction, and motivators that make jobs meaningful and challenging. Everyone has a role in the motivational process. Organizations should provide the right environment for employees, clarify their goals, empower them, communicate honestly with them about rules, changes, or the importance of their role to the company and to society. Managers should motivate employees, understand their diversity, challenge them with opportunities and new tasks. Communication is inevitable, yet doing it effectively is what matters. It's an essential process that ensures success in decision-making and leadership. In my company, downward communication was employed. Employees' voices and ideas weren't much heard. Decisions were made by the top-level managers and communicated through an autocratic style. This is harmful for the company, since many ideas were omitted and many alternative ways of doing the job would have risen. Also, project briefings were interrupted many times by phone calls. Managers' lack of clarification while praising some and not others caused frustration. The other barriers of communication that my company suffered from were the time pressures and the status differences. Managers didn't view communication as a priority task and were always postponing it. Many adjustments must be made in my company to better communicate, like turning off cell phones during meetings, encouraging two-way communications, building relationships between workers and supervisors, and setting communication as priority. My company had trouble communicating effectively with Saudi local clients. Hiring a local architect gave advice about how to best engage with them. Other than adopting the common approaches to overcome poor communication, like repetition, active listening, and follow-ups, storytelling offers a key communication solution in a diverse environment, since stories are memorable, easy to understand, and establish a common ground with others. Managers should master and manage change constantly and rapidly. In order to succeed, everyone in the company must be flexible, creative, and open, and must view change as a challenge. To resolve the issues that my company faced, management change intervention is essential. In my company, poor performance, low motivation, frustration, low creativity, and unmet goals were clues that something was wrong and needed fixing. Many approaches for change should be adopted. Structural, by establishing more diversified recruitment policies, re-engineering the processes and systems, flattening the hierarchy of the firm, adopting a management by objectives approach, setting a new reward system, Human capital approaches by team building and training everyone in the company to become more conscious about the importance of diversity and learn how to better cope with diverse people. Establishing a learning organization philosophy, hiring a local change agent. Task approaches by changing work schedules and keeping them flexible. Redesigning jobs, planning and scheduling work distribution. And finally, technological approaches by installing new software that helps employees do their jobs faster, planning and scheduling workflow to give more time for communication. All these approaches to change won't lead to any long-lasting success unless individuals are receptive to change, and management is showing full support and commitment. One should give people and organization a reason to change, involve them in the process, communicate with them constantly. Companies should think proactively and reactively about change. The more proactive they get, the less reactive they need to be. We'll end with this powerful quote about management by Steve Jobs. It's not about money, it's about the people you have and how you're led. It shows the importance of management and stresses on the fact that even if someone has so much money to create his own business, success lies within the people and their leader. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope this workplace analysis made you more conscious about the important role that management plays in changing employees' behaviors.